At its core, public art is considered by most to be works of art placed within the public realm. These span across a multitude of mediums with the aim of engaging larger audiences' attention. They can provide a commemorative or entertaining experience and convey messages through generally comprehensible content. Its visibility and obviousness makes it open to criticism to anyone who experiences it. Known as the City of Sails, Auckland is New Zealand's largest and most culturally diverse city, and this is reflected in many ways through public art in the CBD. Public art has emerged as an increasingly visible presence throughout Auckland. The increase of the use of open spaces for public art gives it credit for being a cultural investment by contributing to local distinctiveness and enhancing the community. The concept of public art in Auckland has developed over time. From the traditional static monuments and statues to contemporary practice that has shifted its focus to more abstract concepts of social commentary. The development is a response to ongoing changes in the community. Aimed at combining the natural environment with the urban development, they express community values while heightening our awareness of issues and challenge our general assumptions of the world around us. In his 1993 publication on public space theory, Stephen Carr, along with many others, explained that when public spaces are successfully transformed by the inclusion of artworks, that they will create more opportunities for the public from different backgrounds to participate in communal activities. This can be seen to nurture the growth of public life within the surrounding areas. Any given spot in the city can be instantly transformed into a gathering space while nurturing communal involvement and exchange. Footpaths, streets, parks, squares and plazas are all livable settings that play an important role in providing relief from busy urban life. It has long been held by historians that the physical and social dynamics of public space play a central role in the formation of public culture. Shared spaces have been seen as symbols of collective well-being and possibility, expressions of achievement and aspiration by urban leaders and visionaries. Interactive art within the public encourages audience engagement by transforming a public space into a public playground. So, now that we have defined public art by looking at the various forms it takes on throughout Auckland city centre, perhaps now we should turn to the public to see what they think. We asked Aucklanders what they thought of public art.
I think it makes it better, makes Auckland City better, more beautiful for the tourists, and it's nicer to walk through.
Do you know?
Yeah, it's really important, particularly the CBD. It's a really corporate sort of atmosphere. You know, it's got a lot of just that classic sort of square edge sort of angles and things. So it's nice to have a little bit to remind you that you're kind of human. Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no, I think it's quite uplifting. Just to sort of realise that it's not all about sort of money and making the most of profitable structures. It's very important to maintain a bit of sort of aesthetics, aesthetic sort of flavour. So no, I think it's really important. Yeah.
Cool. Next, We asked them how they thought it could be improved.
It's part of I think it's a part of every culture in every city. Having art in the city makes it unique. You know, it's not just about architecture and building and the different styles of the people, but having art shows the life of a city and the colours of a city. I pay attention when I can. To be honest, at the moment there's not a huge amount. Like if you go to other cities, it's really vibrant with that. But I mean, I know like down where food truck and all that is now, City Works Depot I think it's called now, there used to be that amazing, every wall was covered by that graffiti crew TND, and that was like a piece of art, like that was beautiful. It's just such a shame when they got rid of it and what they do with what piece of art around the city.
So there isn't much of it, to be honest. Like there could be a lot more. I believe that because there has been a lot more public art since I was here 8 years ago when I lived in the city for over a year. But it does enhance the city quite a bit. It brings in more colour, more things to look at, just walking down the street. So no, it is a great idea to have more public art around the city. Yeah, there is. I believe there's a lot more room for public art to go around in the city as well.
And finally, we wanted to know where they see the future of public art in Auckland.
More of it. Sure, but I just hope there's more of it, like in all forms. Just more of it. A good variation of it would be great, yeah.
Cool. Now, let us turn to get some industry insight from one of Auckland's leading resident artists.
Hi, so I'm John Oz. I'm an artist and musician. I live in Auckland.
We asked him what public art means to him.
Well, it's fairly simple. It's art in public. So any art that's in a public space, whether it be permanent or temporary, that's public art.
How is public art important to Auckland City?
Well, I think it's extremely important. Art reflects the culture and the people who live in the city. So, yeah, the more art we have, the better identity we have.
And lastly, how does public art affect a space?
Well, it's an honour to have your art in the public arena, and you can reach a lot larger audience than you will in a gallery or any other kind of space that you could display the art. Yeah, I think they just add a little bit of fun and playfulness to what in the past has been thought of as potentially a scary area.
But public arts practice shouldn't be limited solely to the government and artist relationship. Creative New Zealand supports community-based public art projects with the aim of increasing participation from communities throughout Auckland. The goal of these community-centred initiatives is to facilitate the creation of public artworks by the public. This is done by engaging the community in the process of creating the art and making their knowledge and experience part of the art's process and design. In line with the public space theory, community-based projects will provide the means for the public to contribute in developing the space and environment they belong to. This instills a sense of pride, identity and connection by way of the space. And as these experiences are repeated, public spaces become vessels to carry positive communal meanings.